Hello everybody and welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway for the 31st race of our NASCAR E5 2023 Mod Career Mode Season number 1 in the second race of the round of 12. Of course, after Texas, Denny Hamlin has already clinched his spot in the next round, and we are looking very comfortable on points. He's getting some good points today. We should easily advance to the round of 8 on points, as J.J. Yaley looks a bit slow today. And Chase Elliott will have to start at the rear after failing tech inspections. One of our championship contenders, and Ryan Blaney is your pole winner. Of course, looking to win his way in the round of 8. Can't do it today. We are green and underway from Talladega. We are here in 39th, Elliott 40th. Both of us at the back of the field have our work cut out for us to get to the front of the field here at Talladega. The race that we did emerge victorious earlier this season due to some fuel mileage going our way here. 14 to go in this opening stage of racing. We already cleared the 9 of Chase Elliott, who's losing the draft behind us. We got to stay in here behind the 13 of Chandler Smith, trying to work our way forwards on this inside lane. Going to stay underneath Harrison Burton and Kyle Larson to get a big enough run, stay in this pack, gain some spots. Justin Haley slams doors with us right there, runs us out of room, but we clear him, and here comes the 4 of Harvick, the 20 Christopher Bell. A lot of play after us back here below the top 30, struggling right now to be in good positions to get points. We got to work our way forwards. You know, myself, Harvick, Bell, Elliott, all trying to do that, get up to the front here. Logano is not that far ahead of us. He's at the back. Big run by 13, Chandler Smith, a big push here coming down through turn 3 and 4. We get a big run, move all the way up into the top 25 in the running order. Not quite, we're 26th. Throwing a block to the 31, Justin Haley around, goes to the 31 of Haley. He will spin in front of Reddick and into the outside wall. Haley will go. He will crash, and their caution will come out here at the Talladega Superspeedway. Actually, sorry, no cautions. Now we're 25th here, 13 to go in stage 1. Working our way by Shane Van Gisbergen, Ty Dillon, Bubba Wallace, getting up into the top 20 here, starting to get some track position finally. Moving our way forwards into a spot where we can contend for the stage win here, some points, as every point matters for us, trying to advance to this round of 8, to have a spot then to punch our ticket to the championship 4 in Phoenix. So that's going to be the most stressful race of the season by far, as right now we're working over the 13 of Chandler Smith. Big push to the inside of the 14 of Chase Briscoe, and the 42 Hosord out of team 3 wide, go right by him, go by Ty Gibbs on the inside lane. Now behind the 38, Todd Gillen, big stack up, big push, a lot of contact being made between myself and Ty Gibbs. We get stuck behind the 38, trying to get up to our teammate there, the one of Ross Chastain. We're going 4 wide down the front straightaway. Big push from Ty Dillon through the trial will gets us clear. We're going to drop to Mike McDowell, slide down. We start working with our teammate, the one of Ross Chastain here, both of us Trackhouse boys working together, trying to find our way to the front of this field, get some good stage points, get both of us through the round of 8 is the goal, but Ross is already having a tough round. Of course, that rough finish at Texas put him minus 30 coming into today, and he really needs some help. If he wants to advance, he was out of the way for us. We're going into the top 5 now at Talladega. Here we come. We are charging up into the front of the pack, in contention for the lead right now. It's a big push from Ty Dillon. We go to the middle between Austin Hill and Stenhouse, and our run dies out as Ty Dillon does not go with us. And we get hung out to dry, and here comes the pack. They're just going to be flying right by us. You're just going to drop car after car after car. It's going right by us on the inside. We were being freight trained in the middle with Chastain. Both of us now outside the top 10. Blaney going forward. We block Brad Keselowski, currently sliding in position number 10. So back in the top 10. Big push from him. We transfer that momentum to the back of Carson Hocevar. Keselowski going to ditch us. We'll stick with Hocevar. Block the 2 of Austin Cindric. Gives us a nice shove. Then they'll take that run to the inside of Hocevar. Blaney 3 wide pass, get by them, get by Ty Dillon. Gilliland now into 6th place, pushing the 62 of Austin Hill. Having a great run inside the top 5 here today. I tell you, going by SVG, who's running up here, leading a lap or 2 there. But now SVG falls back to right about where we are at the back of the top 5. Harvick gave us a big shove. We're continuing to push Austin Hill to the lead here at Talladega, but Ricky Stenhouse has blocked that run, boxes Hill in 2nd. We remain in 3rd. We are now nearly clear of SVG for that position. We are now the top Trackhouse car in this race, once again running in 3rd. We try to cross over Austin Hill, but counting sideways, and around goes to 62. Austin Hill spins. We avoid him, come back on the racetrack into the 5 of Larson, who almost wrecks. We're slamming doors here for 5th down the entire goddamn front straightaway. Lots of contact, cannot quite clear him. He's still messing with us here. 10 to go in stage 1. I'm not going to tolerate this BS from Kyle Larson right now. BJ McLeod trying to save us with a push right there, but we just can't get off the damn 5 car and his stupid ass shenanigans right now with what Kyle Larson's pulling. So I've had enough at this point, so we're just going to send him all the way up the track and try to get him out of the way. We can put 4 wide in the middle. SVG ditches us, as does BJ McLeod. We get hung out to dry, and Chase Briscoe luckily picks us up here in 12th. The 78 drops back now to get all that track position back after Kyle Larson's shenanigans. After we, of course, had to save our car after nearly wrecking with Austin Hill. There's Cindric in the 2. Lots of contact going on here. Big problems Multiple instances of contact being made. McLeod now picks us up in the push. We are currently scored in 10th. Briscoe checks up. We go to the inside of him. A clinical move right there to get by Briscoe. And now we work on the 2 of Cindric and the 42 of Hocevar, trying to pass them both here. As we get up into the 8th position, now going by Michael McDowell and Shane Van Gisbergen. And now we go by Joey Logano, one of our championship contenders, up into 4th in the running order now, just chasing down Austin Cindric, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and of course your race leader, which right now is the 54 of Ty Gibbs. McDowell gave us a big shove, got us to 3rd by Cindric. We're trying to get the draft of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right now. Trying to work our way forward, side by side for 3rd. Can't quite make that pass. Here comes BJ McLeod, the 78 to the inside. We get a big push from the 17 of Christopher Buescher, who shoves to Stenhouse. Stenhouse is to the lead. We are in the 2nd. We are hauling the mail here at Talladega. Gaining positions rapidly here on the back of Stenhouse, trying to block Christopher Buescher. Huge block being thrown, trying to maintain this track position. I'm trying to get to the inside of Stenhouse. I don't know what to do, so we throw a huge block on the 17 to Chris Buescher up the track. He goes around, goes to 17. Buescher will go spinning down the track, back up into traffic. He only hits Chase Elliott right there at the end. Big contact. The 17 and the 9 lose all their track position a couple laps later. We now finally have a run on Stenhouse to help the 12 Ryan Blaney, but they're pitting. They're coming down for pit stops this time by, I can tell, so I get out of the way. They come down pit road. We're going to stay on an extra lap as J.J. Yaley just came flying in right there. He caught the back of them very quickly. But we are now leading here at Talladega as green flag pit stops are underway. Next time by here, we're trying to hold off Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace for the lead. Right as we're about to come down pit road for our green flag pit stop. The 22, though, fellow championship contender Logano now to the lead at Talladega. Here comes Harvick, Byron. That's already 4 of us championship contenders up here in the top 5. Here comes the 48 of Bowman right on our outside. His momentum will stop. Now we get in here behind the 22 of Logano, slot line 4th, trying to get to the outside so I can get a better run here to the pit lane as we get ready for our green flag pit stop. Here behind us, the 16 of AJ Allmendinger is going to blow a tire, and around goes the 16. Into the outside wall goes Allmendinger. He will spin off of the 10. He will crash. No caution. We dive ahead of Kevin Harvick with an aggressive send here to the pit road entry line, but we managed to get all the way down to the pit road speed limit in time to get right in for our green flag pit stop, the first of this group, which is a great cycle for us. We're going to do fuel only to try to cycle out to be in the race lead here at Talladega. Of course, that is the goal. Track position is king here at Talladega. And now it's just going to fill us up. 11 seconds. So we need to fill it, every bit of fuel we need in that car, so we got every bit of fuel in it. We're going to come back out on the racetrack, currently scored in the 5th position, but the 48 and 4 other cars have stayed out. We're pretty much out of gas, just coasting to pit road right now, so we'll probably cycle out to the lead ahead of them unless another pack catches us. Now we're coming to pass Bowman, Gibbs, and Keselowski and Allmendinger on pit road, which we do. Now we cycle back out to be your race leader here at Talladega. But behind us, Blaney, Harvick, and the Smith boys are gaining big here. Just 5 to go in stage 1. We're going to the bottom. We're going to try to block any run. They try to get on us here through the corner to try to maintain track position. Blaney, a big run, a huge shot. Blaney gives such a huge push. I just go sliding up the racetrack. I can't hold it. That push was so hard. And we go to the back of the pack, slide in 6. BJ McLeod flies by. We're down to 7th, and now we block the 15 of J.J. Yaley here. Let's see, we're settling in 7th as we just got absolutely moved by that thundering pack. That strategy did not work as good as I thought it would. Now we're trying to fight Yaley. As we turn the 15, block Yaley. He's around. We're bouncing off the wall. We're slamming into Priest. Cars are wrecking everywhere behind us. The big one here at Talladega. There goes Stenhouse. Hamlin's in the fence. Caution is out. Stage 1 is over, and your stage win is going to go to William Byron in the 24. Harvick also gets points. Blaney, myself, Hamlin, a lot of championship contenders getting some good points in stage 1. But that wreck right there is just my frustration with racing J.J. Yaley and others. Now with just 15 to go in stage number 2, we get back underway here from position number 6. Blaney gives us a big shove, which we get to the back of the 77 of Ty Dillon to get by Kevin Harvick and shove William Byron clear for the race lead. The 24, of course, trying to win his way into the round of 8 after a tire failure cost him a very good run at Texas, and now he's below that cut line, trying to find a way to advance. But now we got to block Chandler Smith and Kevin Harvick as you get around the outside of the 77. Ty Dillon, we get the block on Kevin Harvick at his big push. Harvick was the one who shoved us to the win, passing William Byron no less at Daytona a couple of races ago. Now we're going to be once again 1, 2, 3 in the outside lane. Byron, myself, and Harvick in the same order that we were in the regular season finale at Daytona when it was coming down that final lap, final corner, and we made that move for the win. The 4, big block thrown on Harvick. Byron pulling away. Here comes Ty Dillon, the 77 to the lead here at Talladega. Ty Dillon's going to lead lap. Chandler Smith, they're going to get a big push from Harvick, though. We're going to send William Byron forward to the big shot of momentum a big run here through 1 and 2. We're going to shove William Byron right back to the race lead here at Talladega. We are connected. The three of us are locked on bumper to bumper to bumper. Byron, myself, and Kevin Harvick, and it is working beautifully right now as we are working our way through the pack now. 1, 2, and 3 all clear for the top 3 positions on the racetrack. Byron in the lead, myself second, Harvick in third, and even BJ McLeod in fourth. The four of us hooked up, tandeming, training away from the rest of the field. Now we're in a great spot to point our way into the round of 8, but we want to win, so Byron moves out of the way. We go right to the inside, and we are now back in the lead here at Talladega thanks to the push from Kevin Harvick. Gets us right back by the 24 of William Byron for the race lead. Now he's going to block and maintain this newfound race lead over Harvick, McLeod, Byron, and Ty Dillon. So can you go now? Two laps later, 11 to go in stage 2. We're trying to block Kevin Harvick and William Byron to maintain this race lead. Get a bit of a wiggle right there. We go up to commit to the 4 of Harvick to block him. We go down to block Byron, back to block Harvick again. And now we allow Byron to get around the inside. The 24 now is going to take his chances at going to the race lead. Harvick is decent. Now he's blocked Chastain on the top to try to work with our teammate, and that backfires terribly as we just kill the moment on the middle and the outside lane. Byron, Ty Dillon, and we get chipped all the way back here. Not too bad. Right now currently scored in 7th, but Chastain now giving us a big enough push. We get to the back of Briscoe on the inside of him. The Trackhouse Racing now working together beautifully. We go by Briscoe, we go by Byron, myself, and Chastain now finding our way to the front here at Talladega. Trying to get a Trackhouse 1-2. We fly by Martin Truex, give Eric Jones a massive push here down the front straightaway. Now just 10 to go in stage 2. We go to the inside of 43. We're getting into him, lots of contact. The 1 has to check up behind us. We're getting the 43. The 77 Ty Dillon cannot get in line. Now Chastain's going to get a run once again on our back bumper. And we're going to get another run here to get by the 43.7. We go the way up to the top side, block down Chastain. This is a push as Jones through the block. And we're going to go to the inside of Corey LaJoie. Now we're going to 1-2 Trackhouse Racing here at Talladega. We are in the lead. Ross Chastain in second. And we are driving away here, trying to get both of us through to this next round of the playoffs with a 1-2 finish. If we can make it happen, is a beautiful execution of teamwork right there. A couple laps later, we're scored in third as Austin Dillon in the 3. And another car, I think it was Brad Keselowski in the 6, have currently pushed themselves away from us. I know it's Reddick and Dillon have pulled away from this pack here, which is myself, Busch, and Stenhouse. Just about time for pit stops. We are in the middle of an absolute hornet's nest right now, trying to hang on and get ourselves up there into contention to get this victory. But look at all the positions we're losing down the backstretch. No help at all from Kyle Busch. And we side draft Austin Hill for an 8th now, trying to get the position on the racetrack. As we draft up to the back of that 62, we go big contact with Hill. He almost wrecks right there. So we into the outsides. They checked up big time going to pit. Now we're making contact with Kyle Busch going way up the racetrack, clearing everybody. And I come flying down in the pit lane. We're going to start slowing down big time, slamming on the brakes. We come in flying to pit road. But we get down to pit road speed limit perfectly. And a perfect execution from us right there to come in for the green flag pit stop. Couldn't have done any better. That was a perfect, we just cleared them and then went right down in front of them and stomped on the brakes, got down to pit road speed limit, and we are good for our final green flag pit stop. The caution is out on the racetrack. The caution's going to interrupt this, but we're going to let the animation play out here. So they fill us up with fuel. That's all we came in for. And so we're going to be back out on the racetrack, but there's only a couple laps left to go on the stage. So we're just going to commit here with the fuel they have in the car. We're going to stay out when we get back in the race. So we stay out here at Talladega with the fuel that we just got. Now we're leading, coming to the end of the stage here, trying to block 11. Denny Hamlin up the racetrack. He will go. We throw a big block on Denny. He's trying to make a move on us, trying to get 2 wins in a row here. So we throw a big block. That time Hamlin gets loose. He's off the bubble wall, and around goes the 11. Hamlin in the outside wall. He is crashing behind us. They are collecting many cars. There are cars spinning everywhere up the outside wall. Someone is one flipping and flying down the tri-oval, and the caution will come out, ending stage 2 prematurely. We get the stage win. The only playoff driver to earn stage points in that stage. A perfect 10-point stage for us. We see gain 10 on the cut line. At this point, we should pretty much have locked ourselves into the round of 8 on points anyway, so we don't have to worry about the Charlotte Roval next week, even if we don't win here today. Now 18 to go in this race. We're 5th. We start minor teammate, the one of Ross Chastain. We decide to go the inside of him, get the draft from Tyler Reddick, and go for ourselves here. Final stage area for himself. We take Harrison, Burton, and Keselowski 3 wide, and just like that, we go right back to the lead here at Talladega in our Best Buy Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. As we try to get our 15th win of the season, I believe. It's either 14th or 15th. I've lost track. There's so many at this point. But we're leading. Reddick second, Keselowski third, Harvick scored in fourth. A couple laps later, we are still blocking the 45. And here comes the 6th of Keselowski. We take his momentum here through the corner. He gives us a nice big push. Decided to work with him. Now he goes to the top side. We throw a big block. He crosses us over to the inside. Keselowski and messes us up right there, but we block him, so his momentum down. I get the help of the 13 of Chandler Smith, who's been having a tremendous run today, running inside the top 10, top 5 almost all day long, up in the mix for this Talladega victory. Now we get a big push from Brad Keselowski down the front straightaway. He decides to go high. We throw a block, contact made, and around goes Keselowski. He will spin to the outside wall, into Ty Dillon, back into the pack, and around. Gets clipped by Hamlin, and then he gets hit by up in the air. Todd Gillen says Brad Keselowski flying through the air, pirouetting, and lands on all fours, bounces a hard collision, a huge crash for Brad Keselowski. He goes upside down, and he flies through the air, thanks to the help of Todd Gilliland's Ford, launching Keselowski to the moon. I mean, look at this. He goes flying through the air. A massive crash. Brad Keselowski, a new Space Force recruit at NASA after today. And now, after all the strategy played out, we decided to pit for more fuel and tires to restart 35th, all the way back here with Chastain, Kevin Harvick, and a couple of our fellow championship contenders back at the front of the field. Ricky Stenhouse is leading once again at 47. Then very strong, as you'd expect on the plate tracks. Now we shove Todd Gillen, getting by Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. now. We clear both of those two championship contenders, moving to 31st. Now after the 17 of Chris Buescher, I mean, a lot of playoff guys back here at the back end of the pack, really struggling for track position. Looking like not much gains. Man, that coming Elliott hangs us out. We get into him in the 17 as Chase Elliott just ditches us down the backstretch because he's an absolute hack. Gets everyone of his teammates every week. Should be fired. I don't care. He's a bum. Now we're slamming into Elliott, which just makes me slam into Buescher. And Buescher slamming into us too because they're a bunch of bums. They're rivals. So here we just go up the track. Turn Chris Buescher. Send him around. There goes the 17. We're down the track. We're slamming Cindric around. Harvick is wrecking Burton to the inside wall. And the big one once again strikes here at Talladega in a wild turn of events with a lot of crashes and rivalries and all the works. Here in the closing stage of this race, as we pitted for fuel only, which jumps a good chunk of cars. So we restart here with 9th place with just 10 laps to go at Talladega. Hoping this thing goes green the rest of the way so we can have a strategy call where we stay out the rest of the way and hope to God we have enough fuel to make on the last lap. And we'll go the inside Chandler Smith, 3 wide on the apron, using every inch of space I have. Chastain up here battling for 3rd place, but he goes to the outside. This can cost him his momentum. He ditched Stenhouse to try to get the draft of Reddick, but it is not really that helpful. He gives us absolutely nothing, and we're going to get trained unless we go to Brad Keselowski, which we do. Brad uses a big-time push to the inside. We go flying back by the 13 and the 21, giving Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the shove of his life right now to the back of the 4 of Kevin Harvick as we try to get this track position, go for the race lead, and make Stenhouse go the inside of Harvick. And now we're going to shove Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back to the lead here at Talladega as we train by right into 2nd position, clearing Kevin Harvick, who gets into us, and the Reddick gets physical behind us. So we're in 2nd trying to block the 4 now and get his push with just 9 laps to go at Talladega. Who is it going to be in victory lane today? Will it be a playoff contender or will it be a non-playoff driver like Ricky Stenhouse? Will it be his first victory of the season? Here in upset fashion, Talladega, we go to the outside. Stenhouse trying to go for the lead down the backstretch. Our momentum stalls out. We block the 45. He gives us absolutely nothing in return. Now here comes Harvick and Michael McDowell in the 34, going to give us a big time push, and we're going to keep that to the outside. He's trying to cross over the inside Stenhouse. We go way loose down the racetrack. Way too aggressive of a move. It was way too late as well to try to really make that happen. Now we're bouncing in between Keselowski and Reddick. We have to fall back in line on the outside. Currently scored in 4th. With J.J. Yaley giving us a push here as we draft up to the 47 of Stenhouse. And we just follow Keselowski, McDowell on the high side of the racetrack. No help there. We get back behind Ricky Stenhouse Jr. here. Work with him and Tyler Reddick, or at least try to, as Reddick is an absolute garbage helper. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't push me at all. No help come from him, so we're just going to be stuck here in 4th at the moment, trying to find a way by the 47, the 6, and the 34. Which we will. Stenhouse has a huge run. We follow him right by Brad Keselowski. And we shove Ricky Stenhouse Jr. the lead here at Talladega as we are now back in this position number 2. Austin Hill going to give us a big push right here. I'm going to take it to the inside. Maybe Stenhouse. We're still pushing Ricky. Trying to stay behind him here. Maybe save some fuel. Not really. Now go the inside of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And we will take the lead here at Talladega with the help of Austin Hill. Shoves us back in the lead here in the closing laps at Talladega as we try to get a Talladega sweep. Now we're back underway here a couple laps later. Myself, Ryan Preece, and Brad Keselowski battling for the lead with just 5 laps to go. We are still about 1 lap short on fuel. Really tight scenario. Keselowski getting big coming down the backstretch with the 6 of Keselowski as I try to block him and keep him behind me. Preece, a big run to the inside. He's got Yaley with him. How about the 15 of J.J. Yaley? Looking for his first ever Cup Series victory, and it would be a massive upset fashion. Preece right there as well on the bottom. He trains by the lead. Now we block Kyle Busch on the bottom, which allows us to ditch Keselowski, commit to the bottom behind Yaley, and work with Kyle Busch. And now Busch can give us a little bit of draft. We have to block the 8 to make sure he stays behind us. And now here comes Zane Smith, who's going to be right what we need. Some draft momentum, and JJ Yaley will now take the lead at Talladega with just 4 laps to go. Can JJ Yaley hold on to win it? We have the run as we follow him into second, have Zane Smith following us in third. We have a lot of upset candidates here at the front of Talladega. Absolute bedlam breaking out here in the closing laps. Yaley in the lead. We have Zane Smith. We just push Yaley down the backstretch, trying to commit to him, trying to not do anything wrong, and just make sure we put ourselves in the best position on that last lap where we can get a run and make a pass for the lead. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be in the lead in the last lap because that puts you in some compromising positions to make some bad blocks, and I don't want to do that. We're following the 15 JJ Yaley here through turn 3 and 4. He's going to come down pit road. Yaley's going to go up the track, down the track, and out into the pit road. Yaley will come down the pit, and we will cycle out to be the race leader with the help of Michael McDowell here at Talladega as they come in for their scheduled green flag pit stops. And now here's when our strategy starts to play out. We got to stay out the rest of the way here. It's the only way we're going to do this. If not, we'll have to pit like with white flag last lap and take fuel only. I don't know. It's going to be really close. Here's going to try to block Michael McDowell, maintain this race lead, make it back, hold these guys off, try to stay out the rest of the way, and hope to God we sputter to the start-finish line in first. And we'll see as we go down this back straight. McDowell second, Ty Dillon third, Austin Dillon there in fourth. So McDowell and the Dillon brothers behind us. We go into 3 and 4. About time to come to pit road. We're not going to be able to make it to the end. I've come to terms with that fact, so I decide, well, high time to come to pit road, and the caution will come out, which is going to change everything. All of us that stayed out now have to pit for fuel. Everyone who pitted can stay out, so we cycle all the way back out in 25th place here with just 2 laps to go. Overtime at Talladega. We are behind Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, William Byron. We're all mid-pack trying to get track position back, get to the front of the field. JJ Yaley is still leading this race right now, looking for the massive upset. When we go to the inside, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace trying to hang them out, go to the back of the 5 of Kyle Larson, give him a big push and kind of get hung out to dry with the draft here down the backstretch. We're 4 wide, which I really couldn't see until right then. We squeezed Bubba Wallace out of room. Now we squeezed Chris Buescher out of room. Working to 18th, just trying to get any kind of space to operate here. Trying to draft up to BJ McLeod and Cole Custer, running up inside the top 20 right now, having tremendous runs. You get by 78. Now here comes Joey Logano, our knight in shining armor. Gives us a huge push down the front straightaway. Here we are coming to the trial. We're going to have a massive run. Logano's going to send us flying by SVG on the inside. We're going to go flying to the outside of Cole Custer. A huge run. We're going to go 4 wide, 5 wide through the middle. What a move here at Talladega, up into 8th place. Unbelievable scenes. Now into 7th, pushing Kyle Larson on the last lap. Joey Logano's face pull off an incredible 5 wide move. Now up into the top 5 on the inside of Eric Jones. It is Zane Smith leading Justin Haley, Kyle Larson, and Denny Hamlin here at Talladega. We're getting squeezed by the 43 and the 31. We are pinned down on the bottom. We cannot go anywhere else. We block the 48. Try to get a push here from Cole Custer, which he will give us last lap, last gasp for anything here. We get around the 31. I'm not sure what to do. I decided to dive to the inside of him, and we decide to turn the 31 of Justin Haley in front of the pack, and around goes the 31. Haley spins the inside back into traffic, and a big hit there with Todd Gilliland. They go crashing to the inside. Austin Hill also collected, so that will call the caution, which is going to end this race under yellow. We will be scored in 7th place at the time of caution. And unfortunately, we don't get the win, but we will point our way in the round of 8. And your race winner today is going to be the 5 of Kyle Larson, earning his first super speedway win of his career. Win number 2 on the season for Larson here at Talladega. Eric Jones second, Cindric third, Zane Smith, Cole Custer, career best 4th and 5th place finishes. Great job for those guys. Bell 6th, myself in 7th. SVG in 8th, Denny Hamlin, championship contender in 9th, and Chase Elliott runs their top 10. So Bell, myself, Hamlin, and Elliott, the 4 top playoff drivers in the field. And the next playoff driver is going to be all the way down in 20th with Joey Logano. A tough day for him. He could use some points to move his way up in that playoff grid. Now below him, we still have a good chunk. We still have 7 more playoff guys. William Byron, 22nd with the stage win. Blaney, 26th. Harvick, 28th. Busch, 29th. Buescher, 30th. A lot of playoff guys with horrible finishes with that strategy. Then Ross Chastain, 35th, and Martin Truex, 36th. To teammate Chastain's probably going to have to win at the Charlotte Roval, to be honest, as he had a horrible run here like he did at Texas. And so we're going to have to try to help Ross win at the Roval. If not, we will get the win. And now we looked up to the playoff grid, of course, myself, Denny with the win. We advance on points. Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Kevin Harvick still look very comfortable, more than 30 to the good. Truex 18 points above, Busch 15 points above, Logano 14 points above. As long as there's no new winner, I think those guys will be okay. Byron out by 14, Buescher out by 19, Blaney out by 22, and Chastain in a must-win situation below the cut line by 30 points. Until next episode of the Charlotte Roval, I hope you all have a good one.